Hey everybody! Ooh, the wind's blowing all the chaff this way. So, out busy today cleaning oats. Ooh. I see one thing that needs to get turned on. Gotta turn on my screenings. There we go. Just 1 second here. There, that should be good for now. Anyways, yeah, so for thing we got tailings, which is screenings, clean grain, which is a clean grain, and unloading comes out of the bin. So it's your grain that needs to be cleaned. Right now I got it running full out. But yeah, so this is our grain cleaner, our seed cleaner. It's two old Viking duplex seed cleaners. This guy right here, in front of me here, that's my grandpa's old seed cleaner. Did heavy modifications too. Put a motor on. There used to be a hand crank on this, and then the way it is working right now, the seed used to drop down, come over top, down, and then get caught and put into a cup down and then go through the rollers. We modified this now where the seed goes across the sieve up top. It collects all the good seed. It falls through a bunch of little holes, and then it goes right down into the cup and then through the rollers. So what's happening here, it gets cleaned twice. Where before it had to go, it went across the screen, but it only took out the stuff you didn't want, like the weeds, which was okay, but it wasn't very effective either. Now it's pretty effective like this. It throws a little bit over in this one corner here. I don't know why, but no big deal. It goes into the feeder anyways. But you can see down here is where the screening goes. You can see there's quite a bit. That's a lot of that is a lot of the screenings are, like I said, throw over, mostly from this old guy here. But a lot of it's actually stuff that the rollers are taking out too. Lots of wild oats and that. But anyway, so as you can see, the grain comes out from out of the bin. There. Up to the top, and then gets divided up there is a divider, which feeds both duplexes. So grain comes this side and then to the other side. I'll show you the other one here in a second. And then it sits in a big hopper, which slowly feeds it down the sieve, which is that shaking thing there. And it goes over a bunch of mesh with holes in it. Then the good seed drops straight down into a grain pan, and it drops down into this little trough here. You see it falling in there. And then it falls down into there. See, not all of it makes it in. Some of our rollers are starting to get wore out, so we got to refill them this winter. That's where a lot of that comes from. Like I said, it doesn't matter. It goes in for the calves anyways. And then that was Dad's mess. Wasn't paying attention, and he plugged her. So, but I'll show you up top how it works. She's thrown over a little bit more than I want, but well. You gotta bear with me here. I gotta kind of watch both things here. And the screenings there. I'll show you screenings here in a second. Here. You good? Still walk around for a bit now. But yeah, the screenings go into here. And you can see there's quite a bit of junk in there. There's straw, lots of wild oats. lots of light stuff. You can see it's kind of, here I can zoom in. There's green kernels and there's holes, there's everything in there. Like, it's doing a pretty good job. We'll zoom you back out here. Here's a closer look at the screen. So anyways, so it's just built, both these are sitting just on an old hay wagon, or old trailer. But let's go across on the ladder. It's gonna get a little dusty. See, I gotta change my settings. That's not too good. So it goes down like so. And it just goes across the hole. And you can see it's lots of people. But for some reason on that side there, it wants to feed heavy. Yeah, we leveled it, and it's perfectly fine level, but I think we have an issue with maybe the whole, like that screen might be down, or maybe it's feeding a little bit too much up top. But otherwise, yeah, it's going pretty good. Yeah, this guy here is empty. Need some more grain out. I'm thinking that's why we got the other side so much. Yeah, you can hear this is running. But this is where all the clean stuff comes out. Tell that he's empty. And underneath, that's all the clean there. So lots of wild oats comes out. There's the clean grade. They're not too shabby. There's an odd little one making it through. But yeah, that's how it works. The zip runs off, there's a shaft that comes across. It runs a little rocking arm from 2 little chains. And there's a main chain that goes down and it runs over these little rollers. It's a pretty simple system. But when it's not working, it's not so simple. Like right now I got issues. Yeah, I don't know where to put my stick. Stick for this. Oh, there it is. And this guy here is my cleaning stick. Usually I have to, once in a while, go clean everything out. See up there's a little rod right here. That's to divide between the hoppers. Right now, for some reason, it's not feeding quite right, so I have to move it over. Could also be because it's not putting out the full amount of grain like it usually is. But anyway, so yeah, the far one we bought and we rebuilt that one. All from scratch basically. All we kept on it was the rollers and the walking tray or the sieve. Everything else was all rebuilt. Dad and I did that during the winter. Dad built this on here as their screenings is starting to blow over again. And Dad and I built, Dad built the little thing on the front before it used to blow the chaff out. And so then you have to clean all the mess in front. Like, it's not that bad now. Besides when Dad plugged up the thing there, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, so now it's way cleaner and everything goes into the thing and there's really no cleanup. A little bit that's left, chickens. The wild chickens can have that. Because they're around here. What else? That's about it. But yeah, then it all goes into the grain stuff over there. As you can see. But I can hear I'm running still empty on that back side. Not too bad. I could probably increase the grain a little bit. So, anyways, so yeah, that's our seed cleaning outfit. I could probably show a little bit more, but we're almost out. I think there's only 10 bushels left in that bin. We were going yesterday afternoon. We had a breakdown on it. Like I said, it plugged up with the oats. What happened was Dad wasn't paying attention. Our screens up top, the holes were too small, and it was shooting a whole bunch. It was thrown over way too much, and it plugged up our hopper there, which I wouldn't think it would do, but it did. And then everything just went down because it just the back side doesn't go up all the way. So yeah, and then it just went over the sides. So yeah, it was bad. Plus then the little rollers themselves plugged up too on them with oats. Oats is really tough on this. It likes cleaning it, but it's really tough. But anyways, so yeah, that's us seed clean. We already did our wheat. Finished that yesterday and moved on to oats, and like I said, there's only about 10 bushels left in this bin. Right here. Not even 10 bushels. So, yeah. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this little walk around of old technology and made to see new stuff again. So, alright, until next time guys. See you later.